Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. I'm Bill, and behind me in beautiful black and white is a new release for X-Plane 11 as of a couple days ago actually. This is a T-6G Texan from Khamsin Studios, and it is free. It's on the org store. I'll put a link in the description, and it actually looks really good, particularly on the outside. The inside, not so much. The outside, pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, there we go. We're back in beautiful Technicolor. The instruments are 2D, and it's free. And the reason why I wanted to do a stream on this as early as 2 days after this thing was released. What's up, Joe? And hello, Dave. Scampers, hello. The outside of this plane looks fantastic. And the guy who developed this plane, which is Khamsin, I apologize for any mispronunciation of your name, clearly is talented with creating airplane exteriors. It's looking good. It's looking really good. But he admits that he's not a flight dynamics guy and has kind of opened the door for people updating the flight characteristics of this plane. And that is really cool. I think that as part of a community, a gaming community, is a really interesting idea. There are many examples of it, but this one is the first real notable one that I can think of for the flight sim, for X-Plane in particular, where one person has put out a very high fidelity, really nice looking airplane with some severe deficiencies and left it open for other people to add to it. I think the exterior looks payware below minimums. I agree. It looks very payware. The interior does not look payware. This looks very flat. It's all 2D, and I think that's okay. If you look at it from here, there's actually, and this is what they used in one of the pictures on the forum, and we can actually pop open the canopy. Like if you look at that, like that looks actually pretty good, right? Those are some nice 3D model. So that's some nice 3D modeling right there. But the instruments, very 2D, very weird. Compared to this, like it's pretty dramatic looking when you see how flat it is, and also when you look at the exterior of the plane. Flight dynamics wise, we'll get to that in a minute. He also said was lacking. So if you're out there and you are really good at modeling 3D instruments, or you're for some reason a game developer and also have extensive knowledge of how a T6 flies, this is awesome. This is a great example of what could be done when the community kind of divides and conquers, which I think is a really interesting way to do this. The other reason why I wanted to stream this is a mutual friend, I guess. I mean, not really mutual friend. Well, it's, I don't know, acquaintance. I know somebody that Brad knows that owns a T6, and I've posted a few pictures and videos of that plane on my Instagram account. I don't really have any to show right now, but this guy is awesome. Awesome aviation guy. Loves to talk about any airplane, but specifically about this plane specifically. And he was like, I watched him come in and taxi in and helped him kind of put the plane away a little bit. So I've been around a T6. It's actually an SNJ5, and like seen it completely taken apart. Really spent like a fair amount of time. I'd say altogether 5 hours maybe, looking around, poking around, talking to the pilot of this plane. So I am nowhere near the level of anybody that should be taken seriously in terms of knowledge of this plane. But from being around it and talking to the pilot a good amount, the flight dynamics on this aren't anywhere even close. And that's not necessarily a bad thing to have a plane that looks this cool and not fly anything like it, because it is, according to the pilot, to the owner, an absolute handful. He's full deflection on the rudders on both sides on takeoff and landing. Full lock both ways, takeoff and landing. It's crazy. And like Ryan said, it is for goofing off. It sounds like fun, and it is fun. So hopefully this plane has a long life, because we're starting off at a great spot. This looks awesome. Look at that. I'm going to get maybe a little bit better view here. Look at that. I mean, that's awesome. We get some cool liveries in here. Get a nice navy blue SNJ livery. Man, this thing could be a lot of fun. Steve Thorne is checked out in the T6 and has a lot of good videos on there. It sounds like it's an absolute handful, to say the least. But once it's in the air, from all accounts, it's pretty easy to manage once you're airborne. It's the landing and takeoffs that are pretty gnarly. So and they're Harvards in the UK and Canada. I think the UK still, I think they call them Harvards as well, if I'm not mistaken. Below minimums, the pilot maker nickname is an unofficial, widely used nickname, and again, according to the owner of the plane, it sounds like you really have to be on the rudders. So we are gonna go try this thing out. Pilot Edge is very busy once again, so we're probably gonna go over to French Valley for some touch and goes, and then do a little bit of airport hopping from there. So I think getting a departure out of John Wayne here, heading over to French Valley, and just having some fun with this thing. Definitely do some maneuvers. I have some missions. I've only heard it through Flight Shops, never in person, but it sounds damn good on his videos. It's freaking bonkers, dude. Like, just absolutely insane. I'm gonna pull up really quick here, since we're talking about it. I might as well. I'm gonna see if I can get this to show up here on the stream. I hope this will work. T6. I have a fair amount of pictures of it that I think are pretty cool. So let's get desktop here, and I'm gonna go to here. Let's hope this works. Start now. Okay, how does this look? There we go. All right. So this is the it's an SNJ5, which if you want some really useless information, the Navy version, and I might have this wrong, I don't have Wikipedia in front of me. The built for the Navy version of this plane was referred to as the SNJ-4. I think it was 4. They at some point they started building Army versions of the plane, which were the T-6. Again, don't have Wikipedia in front of me. This could be completely wrong, but you'll get the gist. At some point, the Navy took the Army planes off of the assembly line and made them their own before they were ever officially Army planes, and those models were called the SNJ-5. Again, that could be completely incorrect information, but I believe that is the case. There's not much to these. This is torn apart for the plane's annual, and it's so cool looking at the engineering in these planes, and I've really poked around a lot in it. It's crazy seeing a radial engine. It's just the last 1.5 feet of the plane. That's it. Everything else is, they're so big and heavy and so far out, but they really don't take much laterally. Okay, let me scroll through this quickly and see if I can find a video of the plane. How about these SoCal sunsets? My God. Okay, anyway, I digress. Here we go. Look at that son of a bitch right there. You can't see anything. Awesome. There it is. Nope. Okay, here is a video of so I went out to go record him take off. I was actually studying for my check ride, and I could see him starting up, and this is the departure out of John Wayne. He knew we were watching. Oh my God. Let's see that one more time. Just one more time.
Watch the birdie.
Oh God. Oh, love it. So I am due for, as soon as the plane is done with the annual and some avionics upgrades, I am due for a ride in it, which I am clearly very excited for. So those are all the reasons why we're flying a very incomplete Freeware airplane on Pilot Edge on stream. This should be fun. So we have some missions to do. I want to do a loop. I want to do a roll. I want to butter a landing. I want to butter a touch and go. And what are some other good missions? I want to do a low approach into a break. So those are the missions. I'm probably going to forget those. We'll do some aerobatic stuff on the way there. The first a low approach, an inverted low approach. The first mission that I want to do is a loop. I want to send this thing upside down and see what it feels like. So that's mission number 1. And let's get this mission accomplished here. We're logged on to Pilot Edge, and this should be a incredibly easy startup. Mixture is full rich there, and the props are full forward. So that looks like it is actually backwards. RPM decrease, RPM increase. Idle, full... Yeah, these are backwards, actually. The mixture is full back. That's rich. And the prop full forward is full forward. So they actually have that backwards, which is probably an easy thing to fix, maybe. But yeah, all right. So we got throttle. We'll give a little bit of throttle. I'm just gonna start. We're not gonna go through any like actual starting procedure for this thing because it just starts up. We'll prime everything. It's very 2D, yeah. What's up, Ho? Okay, so fuel pump is good. Mixture is full rich. Throttle is cracked a little bit. I think the parking brake is set, but we'll find out. Let's pull the mixture back a little bit. Iowa, similar to the P40. Yeah. Okay, how does that sound? All right, it sounds pretty quiet from the outside, which is fine. So we're gonna get our lights coming on here, and let's get the avionics coming on as well. And let's pick up the ATIS because the weather is actually pretty decent today. So let's go.
Contact, you have information, Tango.
We have Tango.
John Wayne Airport, ATIS information, Tango. 0053 Zulu. Wind 210 at 8. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3,600. Few clouds at 6,000. Temperature 17. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 3011. Arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold word instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Tango. John Wayne Airport,
okay, 080
0053 Zulu.
3000.
Wind 210 at 8. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3,600. Few clouds at 6,000. Temperature 17.
21.85. This is going to be fun. We've got some missions. We have missions that need to be accomplished. 21.85. Okay, are we logged on? Hello? Anybody? John Wayne clearance. Good evening, North American 204 Lima Echo with information Tango. We like flight following to French Valley at 5,500 via the El Toro departure.
Number 204 Lima Echo, John Wayne clearance, standby. November 147 Charlie Delta, read back is correct.
Roger.
That's the Tango Charlie Golf, frequency change.
Frequency change approved, Charlie Lima Tango Charlie Golf.
Standing by. We can do our run up here actually while we're waiting. Looks good there. Looks good there. Looks good. Okay, rudder is locked, so that's interesting.
American 204 Lima Echo. Say your aircraft type again. Your identifier.
Yeah, we're at a North American T6 Slant Gulf 204 Lima Echo.
North American 4 Lima Echo on departure. Fly heading 080. Maintain VFR at or below 3000. Departure frequency 128.1. Squawk 1347.
347. Departure, that's left heading 080 out of below 3000. Departure frequency 128.1, squawking 1347, North American 204 Lima Echo.
North American 4 Lima Echo, read back correct. Contact ground. Have a good day.
I will contact ground. Have a great day. 204 Lima Echo. Pedro, do all single-engine propellers rotate the same direction? Pretty much, yeah. I'm sure there's some exceptions out there, but from my understanding is that most of them turn clockwise as the pilot's looking at it. This is kind of an optical illusion because you've got the hub that looks like it's going counterclockwise here and the propeller turning clockwise. No, I have that. Yeah, the propeller is turning clockwise as we're looking at it from here. They go in the direction of the toilet. Yeah. So in the northern hemisphere, they switch directions. Exactly. Hilarious. Okay. We're going to turn this. Ooh, we might not have altitude mode. Interesting. That might be the only option that we've got. We'll see if that works. It's one of those things like you see it all the time, and you when you're asked to think about it. No.
Ramona Tower, Cirrus 232.
Yeah, it's clockwise as the pilot's looking at it.
Number 232, Bravo Power, Ramona Tower, and then right down on runway 27. Runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, right for 232, Bravo Bravo.
Cirrus 2 Bravo Bravo, just understand it's entered pattern via the right downwind, and runway 27, clear to land.
For planes with multiple props, do they spin in the same direction, or their fluid dynamic magic?
Right downwind,
well, some of them spin in the same direction, and some of them are counter-rotating.
John Wayne ground, Cirrus 147 Charlie Delta at the west ramp, ready for taxi for IFR departure, and we have Tango.
Cirrus 147 Charlie Delta, John Wayne ground. Actually, Cirrus 147 Charlie Delta, the ground.
Okay, don't have a directional.
Not 120.8, so just contact 132.25, please.
Yeah, I just have a compass. There's no heading bug, there's no gyro.
Talking to now.
It's all magnetic.
I'm on call 2.
Awesome. Okay.
147 Charlie Delta. Okay, Roger. John Wayne ground, runway 20 right at Kilo. Taxi via Bravo Kilo.
20 right via Bravo Kilo for 147 Charlie Delta.
John Ground, good evening. North American 204 Lima Echo, ACI West, taxi tower run up.
North American 204 Lima Echo, John Wayne ground. In your proximity will be a Cirrus coming out of the ramp at Bravo. Do you have the Cirrus?
We've got a plane here on the ramp directly up in front of us. That might be that plane. We've got that Cirrus in sight. 204 Lima Echo. What's up, Bovad?
204 Lima Echo, Roger. Give way to the Cirrus, and you can taxi to the tower run up via Bravo, and advise when you're ready to continue.
We'll give way to the Cirrus, taxi tower run up via Bravo. We'll let you know when we're ready. North American 204 Lima Echo.
Was an aircraft calling Lindbergh ground?
Yeah, Mike, you can call me. Yes, sir.
Mike, any out? Bravo.
All right, so we're going to have to
Lindbergh
zigzag
ground, 27, taxi via Charlie.
here, and it
Charlie,
appears that I don't have rudders.
Ramona Tower, good evening, November 787 Foxtrot Lima, visual approach, runway 27.
I did have rudders, and now I don't have rudders.
Number 787 Foxtrot Lima, Ramona Tower, runway 27, cleared to land. You're going to be number 2 following a Sierra short final.
Cleared to land, number 2, 787 Foxtrot Lima, runway 27.
Damn it! Stand by. Frick. Oh yeah, that's totally not working. Do we have rudders? That's probably why my run-up did not... There we go. Alright. Last time I saw Bill fly a new plane, he blew the engine on the first start and crashed it twice. Sweet. Well, I hope I don't disappoint you this time. Alright, there we go. Cleared left. Cleared right. Rudder authority has been restored. Fantastic. It's one of the risks of working from home on your computer, on your personal computer. You have no idea what might go wrong.
Sirius 147 Charlie Delta, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, cleared for takeoff.
You want to copy that risk.
20 right, clear for takeoff. 147 Charlie Delta.
Sirius 2 Bravo Bravo. Next right turn around via Alpha, monitor ground.
All right, now we're gonna, because we're in a Warbird here, we are using taxpayer dollars, and because we're using taxpayer dollars, we get to use our new audio cue. I present to you for the very first time my hero, hopefully all of your heroes, the great Jerry, who appreciates proper use of tax dollars, including air traffic control and the use of amazing planes. So if Pilot Edge would be quiet for a second, I could show you.
Take a Charlie Golf, Santa Maria Tower, and a right downwind, runway 30, report midfield.
Right downwind, runway 30, report midfield.
This is a good use of tax dollars, okay?
Thank you, Jerry. All right, let's get this thing.
Number 7159 pop. You mean the cat 4, correct? Yes, sorry, cat 4. Number 7159 pop. The San Luis ground runway 29.
Okay.
via Alpha.
No mag drops.
29 via Alpha.
That's good.
7159 Papa.
We did our check, our control check. Looks good. It's awesome.
Mike in the Alpha Bravo uniform heavy.
Mission number 1. Do we remember what mission number 1 was?
07 Charlie Delta, contact departure. Good day.
Contacting departure at 128.1. Good day. 147 Charlie Delta.
Jarring ground, North American 204 Lima Echo, continue.
North American 204 Lima Echo, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo Kilo.
Bravo Kilo 20 right at Kilo, North American 204 Lima Echo. Okay, mission number 1.
Focal departure, Sirius 147 Charlie Delta at 1,200.
Does anybody remember what mission number 1 is?
Sirius 147 Charlie Delta, still with John Wayne Tower, contract departure.
Below minimums, I feel like you need to be our mission secretary. And not like secretary, like official keeper of the records of what our missions are.
Mosquito Fox.
So our first mission
Seneca 3218 Quebec
is a nice
4,000.
A nice loop.
Slow approach, runway 29er.
Seneca 3218 Quebec, Santa Maria Tower, runway 30 clear for the option.
30 clear for the option, 3218 Quebec.
Later. So yeah.
Ramona, November 787, Foxtrot Lima, performing a go-round requesting a traffic pattern for landing.
That's Foxtrot Lima, make right traffic, runway 27, clear to land.
Right traffic, runway 27, clear to land, 787 Fox Lima.
Performing the go-around. Now, this audio is probably not going to be as dramatic as the real plane is, but should be fun regardless. I'm gonna get in.
That's Charlie, November Tango, Charlie Golf. Just, if you can, enter the right downwind a little bit more from the north. Transition to the north a little bit. Stay outside the departure corridor from
Damn it. SciTech might be down.
Right downwind for 30 from the north. Stay away from departure. Thank you. Charlie November Tango, Charlie Golf.
Charlie, November Tango, Charlie Golf.
Awesome.
Yeah, it looks like you're transitioning to the south. That would be the left downwind. You want to be to the right downwind, runway 30.
Right downwind for runway 30, sorry. I'm familiar with the area, sorry.
Joey Tower, North American 204 Lima Echo, holding short 20 right at Kilo.
North American 204 Lima Echo, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 20 right at Kilo, North American 204 Lima Echo.
Charlie, November Tango, Charlie Golf, disregard, enter left down.
All right.
30, and that'll be a
Let's
fail
do
for the
it. Some
exam.
Warbird time.
Because
Lights.
The instructions were to enter the right downwind.
Camera.
And
Action.
I need you to enter now the left downwind for traffic.
Left downwind for 30, Charlie November Tango, Charlie Golf.
Starboard November 95 Kilo Mike, with John Final approach runway 25 left.
All right, so
November 95,
almost no rudder input needed.
Tower, runway 25 left, cleared.
Not even right rudder.
260 at 18.
November 95 Kilo Mike, clear to land runway 25 left.
The Karen Am Flight 1954.
Oh, my panel doesn't work. Where's the gear?
Airport 1954, Las Vegas Tower, runway 26 left, clear to land, wind 210 at 11, gust 18.
All right,
T6 left, clear to land, flight 1954.
let's pull the props back.
North American 204 Lima Echo, radar contact, say altitude.
We're climbing through 700, North American 204 Lima Echo.
San Luis Tower, Piper 7159 Papa, holding
That's
short
wrong.
29.
Cessna Charlie, November Tango, the Gulf runway 30, clear to land.
Runway 30, clear to land.
November 7159 Papa, San Luis Tower, runway 29, clear for takeoff, left crosswind departure approved.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29, left departure.
Okay, we'll get this thing
crosswind
figured out.
departure, 79 Papa.
Everything
59 Papa.
is falling
North
apart.
American 204 Lima Echo, contact SoCal departure out today.
Going to departure, North American 204 Lima Echo. See ya.
Number 787 Foxtrot Lima Ramona Tower.
Go ahead for 787 Fox Lima.
Okay, so those aren't clickable either. So that's difficult. SoCal approach. Good evening, North American 204 Lima Echo 2000, restricted 3000.
God, we're all gonna die. We're 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 3011.
3011, North American 204 Lima Echo. We have parachutes on board. No one's dying today.
I don't.
Alright, we'll get our... Crap. Yeah, this panel...
Oh, go away.
Landing lights off. This is a very firm don't go away. Alright, so this is a...
321 Quebec, Santa Barbara
Oh,
approach.
that's
Sounds
a
like
little bit
wonderful idea.
twitchy.
Santa Maria altimeter 3015. Tell you what, you just let me know when you're ready to leave the hole and we'll get that set up for you.
I mean, this is a... This is a... This plane is light on its feet for how big it is, but...
Cancel the altitude restrictions on navigation.
Oh, navigation. North American 204 Lima Echo, thanks. Okay, let's get up to a comfortable altitude. I'm going to say 3,000 feet, which we're coming up to. We're pretty good on airspeed. We're moving pretty good. Man, I wish this panel would work. If anybody knows how to reset a SciTech panel in flight, that would be super helpful.
69 Papa Lima, no traffic is there between you and the Hammett Airport.
Reload.
Surprising. Radar services are terminated. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach, and the frequency changes approved.
I think we might be...
I don't call you names. Turn right heading 170, intercept the localizer.
I find that unplugging and plugging it in always fixes the panel. I did try that, and I'll try it again.
Right through. I'll tell you what, swing it all the way around to 220 for the intercept.
220, 7 up a Tango.
Nothing. Nothing. Below minimums, you just got to give them a break. All right, we're gonna get out into the acrobatic practice area. There's out here. There's actually a spot for acrobatics, so we're gonna continue on a little bit. I feel like reloading the sim might help. Chatbot acts like working 2 days a week is rough. I know it's really not that hard, Chatbot. You can take a break a little bit. Okay, mission number 1: complete a loop. Now I'm going to use this view.
Alpha Bravo Uniform Heavy, SoCal
Maybe,
departure.
let's try that view.
Connect LA Center 133.2.
Okay, so we have both sides. We got looking straight up. That should be pretty good.
147 Alpha Tango.
Well, it's plugged into the same one that it's always plugged into.
3000, clear localizer for runway 20 right approach.
That's
Cross Naked 3000, clear
the thing.
localizer 20 right approach, 7 on the Tango.
Oh, it actually is.
305, Sierra Papa, advising you have all money in sight.
Sort of says it's ready to go. I think it probably just needs a sim reboot. Is what it probably needs. So we can probably do that once we get to French Valley. Okay, this is close enough to... Oh, God.
Mike Indy Alpha Bravo Uniform LA Center.
I had the iPad up the whole time. On the notepad part? Alright, mission number 1. Loop. So let's get the nose down. No idea what our airspeeds need to be, but we're at 3,000 feet. We're going seemingly plenty fast. Sync this thing up. We got the canopy open, which is probably not correct protocol. Oh yeah.
5 Sierra Papa, thank you.
Oh yeah. Mission 1 complete. That didn't sound very good.
Let's get the Fox.
All right, mission number 2 is we are going to do a nice little roll. So I'm going to build up some speed. Pitch up 15 degrees roughly, and we're going to let it roll. It seems like way too snappy. I don't like how that's coming through. Yeah, Dutch rolls. Oh, this thing is so snappy. All right, we're gonna do an aileron roll, but it's gonna be like, I mean, almost like a jet. 4-point roll. See if it'll do it.
7 Alpha Tango, connect you on wing tower 126.8.
Forward to tower 26.8, 7 Alpha Tango.
See if it'll do it. Oh. It didn't like that one bit. Oh. Yeah, no, I am super happy about this thing. I'm pissed that it sounds so crappy. Like, why does the audio suck so much? Yeah, the 4-point roll was not good. Like, it is just, that's, oh. Bill was so happy with himself that he called me earlier while I was at work, giggling about his new overlay. Well, it is, I think it's hilarious. It just doesn't work correctly. It is super broken.
Operator service terminated squawk VFR.
That's what it should sound like, and this is what it does sound like.
Pull up.
Canadian Goose Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Like, it's just, for some reason, hurting bad to play that. I mean, I could turn the audio off, but the audio I feel like is part of the joy of it.
147 Charlie Delta, connect SoCal approach 135.4.
Okay, what's going to be our next inverted flight?
0.4 for 147 Charlie.
Let's go inverted here.
Or 3218 Quebec, lost the transponder, looks like you went to a VFR code, you just want to check the code there for me, 5231.
So there's some nice inverted flight.
5231.
It's pretty good, right? Is it that snappy during approach as well? It's gonna be. I think I just threw up in my mouth. Is the engine off? Yeah, the engine's died. I thought it was getting quieter. RPMs are completely dead. Alright, let's see if this thing will come back to life. Maybe. It's maybe not good. Okay, so we fuel starved it. Yeah. So that is mission failed, but I'll play it anyway just because we did inverted flight. So mission passed. Interesting. Okay, let's do, what is it, a half Cuban? Let's get going. We're up at 160. That's plenty.
The 3218 Quebec, climb and maintain 4,000. I'll get the routing to San Luis for you in a second.
Ooh. All right. Interesting. Okay, now I'm just gonna do just full on roll. Let's pitch it up. 15 degrees. As fast as it'll go.
At 18 Quebec, that's
all right, that felt a little bit better, but still.
By a direct Morro Bay, VOR direct, maintain 4,000.
It's not as like that initial that initial bite is a lot.
When I get back, yeah, the altitude 4,000, otherwise the reset.
That's aggressive. All right, but we passed that mission as well. That seemed really aggressive. Yeah. All right, let's head to French Valley. And get some landings in.
232 Bravo Bravo SoCal approach squawk 1550. Charlie Delta, you're 8 miles from Pettis, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 6 approach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
69
no.
Papa Lima, I can take your intentions.
No,
whenever you're
Moneyball.
ready there. Papa Lima, certainly. Turn left heading 200. Not a Papa Lima, you can maintain 6,000.
Okay, let's get the CTAF is 20. Oh yeah, I don't have my panel, so let's go back down into here.
Southwest 16 at
22.8.
Good evening, cross pants at maintain flood level 2.
The pattern work will be interesting.
The 3218 Quebec, cross Morro Bay at 4,000, clear to VR Alpha approach.
Thank you, Ryan.
Circle land runway 29er.
Engine smoke still works. Yes,
Southwest 1690, flight level 290.
That's a lot. That's a lot going on right there. It's a 6,000-pound airplane. This thing needs more heft to it.
For 975 Bravo Bakersfield departure, radar contact.
All right, we are direct French Valley now. So far, it looks really good. This is a good place to start. We need some audio updates, and we definitely need some flight characteristic updates. It sounds not good. Would I fly the TBM 900? Sure. Can you do an aileron at idle power?
Turn right 10 degrees.
Can I do an aileron roll at idle power? Let's find out. That's a good mission right there. Idle power. Yeah. It's very free. This is the epitome of a freeware airplane. But like I said, how awesome does this thing look from the outside? And that is not a bad thing at all. It's free. This doesn't cost a penny to have something that looks like that. Dude, that's pretty rad. And something that will likely be updated for a while. I think people are going to be pretty excited to want to dig into this because he did such a good job. Such a good job on the exterior. Mission audio is running twice.
For 975 Bravo, can you do me a favor and hit your ident button for me? It seems to be
Tell me if you hear it now.
stuck
If you hear the audio now, let me know. No.
with that zone.
Crap.
232 Bravo Bravo, connect approach 135.4.
Some work needs to be done then. Okay, our next mission is to...
204 Lima Echo, advise when you have French Valley in sight.
We have French Valley in sight. North American 204 Lima Echo.
Roger. 204 Lima Echo, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawking VFR, frequency changed, approved. North American 204 Lima Echo. We'll see you soon.
Good night, Bill.
Come on. French Valley traffic. T6, 8 miles to the west. Left closed traffic, 18 French Valley. And then we are going to need a nice little sim reboot. And maybe fly something a little bit more normal. It does sound echoey? Well, it's probably because the audio was turned up kind of a lot. There probably is a little bit of an echo. But the plane is so quiet I turned up the speakers, so that's probably why. French Valley traffic, T6, 5 miles to the west, crossing over midfield, left downwind for 18 closed traffic, French Valley.
Sync rate, sync rate.
Oh yeah, sync rate. It's so quiet. Yeah, this is at 1800 RPM. This is a T6 at 1800 RPM. What would actually be good is some of the FMOD sound from the DC-3 somehow use that, maybe? No, it definitely does not have any weapons, no. None at all. Yeah, there's still a couple planes there, but it doesn't sound like anybody is talking. Make sure I do have the right frequency. Yep, 22.8. It might be in the... Yeah, we'll see. French Valley traffic, T6 approaching midfield, crossing over, left downwind for 18 French Valley. Carb icing is suspected.
French Valley traffic, Cirrus 232 Bravo Bravo is turning left base for runway 18. French Valley.
Carb heat. There we go, okay. Alright, gear is coming down. French Valley traffic, T6 turning left downwind 18, closed traffic, French Valley. Okay, gear is down. So we got power set, we got 2 pins. Got our lights on.
French Valley traffic, Cirrus final, runway 18, French Valley.
That's Cirrus on final. How long is your final? All right, roger that. T6. All right, cool. French Valley traffic. T6 left base 18 French Valley. Oh yeah. Well, below minimums, it does. It's super sensitive to ground loops, but this thing will not ground loop. The undulation on that. French Valley traffic, T6 final 18 Cirrus Insight, French Valley. Below minimums, did you try the Stinson? Because that thing ground loops like crazy. Okay, he's down.
$500.
French Valley traffic. Cirrus is clear of the runway.
French Valley traffic, T6, short final 18 left traffic, French Valley.
Short final runway 18.
Damn, this thing is sensitive as crap. I mean, I'm going probably 30 knots faster than I need to be. And I guess we're off, but there's one butter. Okay, flaps coming up, gears coming up. Yeah, Ryan, I wasn't anticipating him being that wide of a pattern, but it was fine. Yeah, because when I crossed over, he was on left base. Okay, and there is... Yeah, this thing is super, super quiet. Yeah, this runway is gigantic. It is undulating a bit though. French Valley traffic, T6, turning left downwind 18 French Valley. There's a little shadow down there. I mean, how cool is that view? That is awesome. All right, now we won't have to S-turn, so that should be a little bit easier. Glide approach. You want to do a power off short approach. French Valley traffic, T6, short approach 18 French Valley. All right, let's go. Gears coming down.
Cessna Skyhawk 204. Fuck.
Carpet is on. Mixture is in. Props full forward. Power is idle. We've got 2 green, 2 pins, lights, mixture, props, power idle. Thanks, Goldsy. Okay, T6, short approach into French Valley.
Sync rate, sync rate.
Engine power off. Oh yeah, we're gonna have We're gonna have a ton of energy. How does this thing slip? I'm actually worried that if I slip too much, we'll stall. I have no idea what's gonna happen if I go full slip. That looks fine though. So 1,000-foot markers. Still really fast. Oh god, it's so touchy. Come on, get down nicely, get down nicely. Like there's no rudder at all. I'm not moving the rudders at all. You would be full deflection on both sides. Okay, full power. Gear up. Carb heat off. That's kind of a mess. Flaps are up. Gears are up. Props full forward. Mixture full rich. God, it looks good. Just sounds like nothing. Oh yeah, well, below minimums, we would have crashed 2,000 feet before that. And okay, it's turning. French Valley traffic, T6, turning left downwind, 18, full stop, French Valley. There's no, just doesn't sound like anything. This is kind of making me feel like we should load up the DC-3 or the C-47 dual loop. Yeah, this is an electric T6. Okay, let's get set up for landing. Let's try a little bit slower this time. So we got props full forward, mixture full rich, carb heat coming on, gears coming down. French Valley traffic, T6, turning left base, 18, full stop. Yeah, it turned on your little friend there. Okay, so we got 2 green, 2 pins. Flaps coming in, turning left base. Okay. Let's get a little bit more flaps, almost all the way in there. Cleared right. French Valley traffic, T6, turning final 18, full stop, French Valley.
500.
So you're saying that we're low. Not according to the lights. Okay. Mixture is in, props are full forward, throttle is set, gear is down. So not super stable at the moment. Trim is pretty nice. Full idle there.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Is your rear
Another
passenger
butter. 2
practicing
red, 2
safe
white.
social
Thank you for the
distancing?
subscription. How do we fly again? How are we flying? The tail just came down. Okay, so there's 1 butter. Oh god. God. So as soon as the here's the mission accomplished, almost ground looped. What the hell was that? So it touched down. I got the little landing rate plug-in, and then as soon as I like let off back pressure a little bit, it took off again. No, that was full flaps. French Valley traffic, T6, turning off runway 18, French Valley. So Yoshi, if you're coming in on the mains and you've got a little bit of back pressure, as soon as you let go some of that back pressure, once you've touched down, it'll take off again. Keep it, hold full back. Is it because it's you're improving the angle of attack, or you're reducing the angle of attack? Yeah, it was a wheel. It was definitely a wheel landing. So if you're doing a wheel landing, you actually have to push forward to plant it and keep it there until you're slow enough. Whoa. Well, that deserves this.
A good pilot is always learning.
Think about that. Then, as your tail stops flying, you pull all the way back and plant the tail there. Sweet. We'll do our little zigzag. Would you ever land tail wheel first? I feel like I've seen it before. My dad used to land tail wheel first in his 140 all the time on the normal runways. Yeah, and this thing doesn't require any rudder. But yeah, my dad always tells me that he would just come in, plant the tail, and then let the mains come down. Yeah, the Stoll guys, the Bush guys, they seem to always do the tail wheel. Let's see, let's park it next to this nice little King Air here. Well, it's definitely an impressive exterior model. That's about where it ends, though. I don't think this plane is done by any means, which is very cool. But normally you do a 3-point landing and all three hit at roughly the same time. You don't ever really like just ride on the tail wheel for a bit. Yeah, it's more just like a plant it and then come down, right? If you're going tail wheel first. Okay, I would say let's turn all the switches off, but none of them are connected at the moment. Avionics coming off. Avionics apparently don't want to come off. Let's go. Mixture is out. Stop the engine. Lights off. So there isn't even any. It just goes, just starter. All right, Freeware T6. You are a work in progress, but that was pretty fun. Checking it out. Mission is accomplished. God, I wish that audio sounded better. wish that sounded better. All right, I'm gonna restart the sim.